Just let me get through it. I'm gonna just get through it. All right. I don't want to do this right now. So today, but I do the weekly recap. This is your first time watching the video. At the end of each week, I'll go ahead and review the trades I took, and just give like a short little recap on it. Right now, last week, ran into some issues, so I wasn't able to do it. But last week, I still owe myself because I didn't follow my rules. And every time I don't follow my rules, I have to eat a Carolina Reaper, which is the hottest pepper in the world, right? And I hate these things. These things are so nasty. I haven't eaten one in so long, and I don't want to do it. Having such a great day, you know? Having such a great day. I don't want to do it. But the quicker I get it done, the quicker. Then I don't have to think about it anymore. Alright. Let's get the review done. So, share my screen. So, from the 9th, I took a position on dollar Swiss. For a buy off of a 4-hour expanding triangle, which we should be able to see here. 4-hour expanding triangle here. Okay, now come this week, my stops were at break even. Price came down, and at this level, it's when I decided to close the position. I saw aggressive move, and I actually saw a selling opportunity. So I was like, okay, here's a selling opportunity. Let me close the position now. My stops would be at break even regardless. So I closed it there. So that's the dollar Swiss trade. Let's go to the next one. Once price got back down to this level of entry, this is a real interesting level for me. If price does bounce off of this and shoot to targets, I'm looking for it to move really aggressively, which right now it's just been consolidating at that level, so it's likely that price could continue pushing back down. And you can see where price is right now. This position I took, I entered around this area, stops right below the zone, and looking for price to at least come to this high here and come to that supply zone eventually, right? If price doesn't do that, I do see a bearish expanding triangle here for a potential push down. I'll be interested in looking for another buy at this level here, if that comes next week. We have another pair to go over before that. Euro AUD. Euro AUD, this is a 4-hour setup that I took for a buy. This is an A+ setup, so it was perfect. Price is still holding this position, looking for price to scale up. Now, for this position, there was actually an opportunity for me to enter again. Now, I didn't enter. I actually talked about this on the live stream. I didn't enter here. This was a 1 hour 50% retracement. I had all my confirmations. A+ setup on the 1 hour time frame. Opportunity scaling right at this level. Let me just go ahead and make a copy like that. And this is what that trade would look like. Offer me about a 4-to-1 at the time. Just the same targets. Decided not to take it because I had taken a few losses on GA. And immediately when I looked at the charts, in the morning I saw, okay, I took those 2 losses. Then this opportunity was right there. I'm like, at the moment, I was like, I really don't want to take another loss. All right, that was what was literally going through my head during that time. Knowing full well that I should have been taking the opportunity since it was an A+ setup on the 1 hour time frame. Fortunately, didn't take it. and I obviously had to pay the price for that. Mark it down as a missed trade. Down here was not an opportunity for me to scale in. It was an A setup, but I'm usually not entering on that. I would not enter on that most of the time. It's not completely valid. But that's your AUD. Still looking for it to scale up. Stops are in profit below this low here. So we'll see how that ends up next week. Now GA is where a lot of work went into this pair this week. If you want to see, let's go ahead and look at the overall view for GA. In full, I'm looking at a reversal pattern on the daily time frame. Price is at the top of the range. It's actually overextended above the range. I'm looking for price to come down, right? I'm looking for some type of retracement to come here. And you can see we have multiple touches at the top and just looking for it to range back down pretty much. That's pretty much the base idea for this trade. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Now here on the 4 hour, I can see that there is a potential head and shoulders that could form. Now within this area, took several opportunities, which are right here. The first opportunities I took, which looks like is on the 14th. I saw high risk setup, a single leg setup, so it was just an A setup, not A plus. It took the opportunity at the top, looking for it to sell down. This was the first level of resistance or support that I was looking for some trouble to happen at. And once I got a scaling opportunity, I just set my targets to that level there. This first or the second position ended up hitting TP. This A plus setup on the 1 hour time frame came after the scaling opportunity. Went ahead and took that, and price scaled down. I moved my stops to break even once price got to this area, and this stop was just below this low here, right? So basically just above this high. Yeah, on the following day, literally the following morning, price actually broke above this trend line and impulsively pushed back up to the top of that range. You can see here, these were the positions. You can see I closed out in profit around this area. And then here I got closed out at break even. Then price came back up to this level, and at this level, basically using the same confirmations from the left side, looking for sales in this area, and took 3 sales. 3 sales here at the top, all high risk entries. Now I got a little bit too carried away with it. Not supposed to be taking like 3 positions. 2 positions would have been fine, and taking losses on that would have been fine. But this third one was just a little overzealous. Shouldn't have taken the third one in this case. And that's simply because after 2 losses, I want to take a break, reevaluate the entire setup, and just make sure I'm clear-headed and not trying to revenge trade and end up over trading. Okay. So I like to take a break after 2 losses. Following morning, this setup actually did come. This setup came, and I got stopped out of this position first. Large spread overnight. Price actually never hit official stop loss, like the actual price, but spread stopped me out overnight. And then as price scaled down, my computer was up on high volume. It woke me up when my alert went off to enter for the signal. I came down to turn off the alert, and I saw that, okay, my confirmations are all met. Let me take the position. Went back to bed. 2-3 hours later, stop loss was hit. It was actually just an hour later or something like that. But I'm happy with taking that positions. I'm building sample sizes up for that particular setup there, so I'm happy I took it regardless. So no complaints on that one in particular. It was taken on a different account, not the main account. Okay, and now this new position, that I'm holding over the weekend, and we'll see what happens with it. Same confirmation, high risk setup. We got an impulse push down, a little pullback there, and then we got push down here. Entered off the break of that trend line there, and then looking for prices to scale down. SL is just right above this high. It's at about 52 on MT4, and looking for another opportunity at about this red line. We'll see what happens if another setup comes, let's say Monday, Tuesday. This is the prime time I'm really looking for something to happen here. I'll be more than willing to enter. But yeah, so obviously you can see like the shift has been made since June. Well, since the first 6 months of this year. Once GA got added to my list, I started to day trade again, especially day trading this ascending channel or this particular reversal pattern. It's something that I've had a lot of trouble with, especially last year. And going into the first part of the year, I said I wasn't going to trade it at all, and I didn't successfully. So, good job. Just allow me to procrastinate for a little bit more. All right. So, good job on that. But now that I figured out some things, been studying some new things, and working out a way to take advantage of that. Trying to find a way to basically take less losses on this, or even like take less losses on this, cut my losses shorter, or yeah, just find the prime time to actually enter. Like, what is there an extra confirmation that I could look for here to say, hey, it's not ready yet. Okay, now it's ready. Take it right now, instead of saying, okay, I'm at the top of this channel here. We have these 3 touches. We obviously have divergence, all that stuff. So enter. So that's something that I'm working on currently. We'll see what happens there. That's the week. That's everything. Ah, man. Yeah, like I don't remember a time where I felt like this before eating this. Usually I'm just like, okay, let's do it. But I don't want to do it right now. All right, let's do the full face. I'm sorry, like I'm not sorry. I don't care. Just let me get through it. I'm gonna just get through it. All right. Okay. Never say it's like not bad within the first like 2 minutes, because you got to dig it out your teeth. If it gets stuck. Yes, I only eat half of them. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing. I'm not stupid. Dummies. My bad. That was just anger. Okay. So thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Okay, I'll see you Monday on live stream at 7 a.m.